Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. We're still in the Drownholt of Mirkwood, but we have cleared most of the quests. So now we're just looking for some plants that might have medicinal uses, like those ones here. Let us take them. Yeah, we'll need to collect a lot of them. And afterwards, well, we will go find Mirefang, the leader of the cats, I believe, and go help Nifdir with his investigation on these trees. But first, of course, we'll need to finish harvesting the plants and herbs in here. There are a lot. That's it for herbs. Now we'll need to pick plants. These ones here should be enough. Isn't this one here? Okay, that's it. Now on to the other quests. I think we will meet Nifdir first. I think he's around these trees over here. We got aggro on this cat. There he goes.
What do you need?
Ah, Beriathan. I am surprised to see you and very pleased that Enedhel sent you back to me. When we passed through the swamplands, we all heard it, the wrath and pain from deep within the hearts of the trees. The others took a wide detour to avoid the glade that seemed to be the very heart of malice. I have a way with trees, but I fear these huorns. I am no warrior, you see, so I have been watching their movements from this outlook. But perhaps you, a worthy warden, will have better luck if you approach them. Try to speak with them, but do not let yourself come to harm. You might be met with much hostility if you dare this task. Be wary, friend. Okay. So, okay. These are the huorns. In Satmarin. Yeah, it seems they are not willing to talk. Oh, thankfully they are not that strong, and fighting just 5 of them is not that much, so we will be done with this in no time. my cloak is damaged. It's been a while since last time I visited a vendor. Or since I got the subscriber item that stops item wear. Yeah, I'll need to find a vendor anytime soon. As soon as I can. Oh, come on. Don't resist it. I hope Nifter doesn't want us to do anything else. Approach the largest Mirk horn and attempt to speak with it. Can we do that? The wrathful horn, okay. Yes. Let us talk to this guy then. These horn's twigs shiver menacingly as you draw near, but it does not attack. It is a very old tree and its will is strong. Surely this is the tree that the elves perceived as they passed Sad Mallorn. As you stand at its roots, your mind is impressed with recollections of a fair green forest full of new life, and of a shadow of fear ever growing. The green life withers, blackens, and dies. Evil poisons consume the very water and air. Leave me alone. I'm just passing by you. You really don't need to fight me. Yeah, go away. Thank you.
How can I be of service?
That is a sad tale, Beriathan. Most of the creatures you will find as you wander this dour forest are evil and have always been evil. But trees have long, long memories, unlike the other children of this Middle Earth. That is why they are so familiar to me, I think. It is long since these trees have had any hope, but they have not forgotten the brighter days. Poor creatures. Perhaps I can devise a way to help them, if you could give me a moment to think.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
I can think of one small gesture that might do some good. The mallorn trees of LOTRO, thriving under the power of Galadriel and the care of the Galadhrim, inspire all who harbor love for the wilderness. The mallorns will resist pain as long as the evil are here to, as long as the elves are here to tend them. Shouldn't that be the mallorn? Okay. I want you to go to my friend Menasiel in LOTRO at Cairn Amroth. Surely her heart will be moved by your tale as mine is. I would like to plant a mallorn sapling here in this glade. It will give hope to the huorns. I do not think it will fully quell their wrath, but it has been long since they have seen any light. They deserve a glimmer of hope, for someday the shadows of Dol Guldur will trouble this place no more. Go to Menasiel now, Beriathan, and see if she will help you. Right, I'll do that, but I'm not sure when, because I don't feel like going back to LOTRO just yet. For the time being, let us just look for Mirefang and confront him. Full of tripping death, oh my god. What a fitting name, look at this. All these dead corpses in here. There you are. we go to Plain Amrod? Jesus, I'm not sure. Let us go. In fact, let us go right now. So, we're gonna take the Master in Ost Galadh. We're gonna take the Civil Master, it's gonna be really quick, and then we will master back to the Mercaves and take another Civil Master ride. So, this shouldn't take too long. But I do wanna help the trees in here.
Greetings to you.
Plain Amrod. Enedhel, is she on top of the flat or down below the hill? I don't remember. There she is.
Hail, what brings you to Lorien?
You indeed tell a sad story, Beriathan. Thank you for offering to return to that dangerous place for so generous a deed. Not many outsiders love the trees as much as we Malledhrim do. I only hope that I do not send this child to its death in that forsaken swamp. Please see that it is cared for if you pass it by. It has some power to spread its light and dispel the cruel corruptions of Mirkwood, but nay, I will trust to hope. The power of Galadriel is in the very sap of this young one. Return to the glade if you dare, Beriathan, and plant this seed. See that none disturb it. Okay. Master in the Mercaves will do. And now let us
How can I be of service?
take the ride to Enedhel. Now that we're here, let us also earn some of the quests that we can.
What can I do for you?
You have slain this menace then? Thank you, Beriathan. I cannot tell you how relieved I am. I have not felt at rest since I first beheld the brutal beast. You're very welcome.
How can I be of service?
Ah, Melon, I am glad you have returned so soon. These are strange plants, are they not? I have never seen the like. I will bruise their lips and see if I can infuse a worthy draught from their essences. Thank you most kindly, Beriathan. You are indeed a great friend to the Malledhrim. I see why Galadriel and Celeborn hold you in such high esteem, outsider though you are.
Mind my words, traveler.
These plants you collected have already proven their use, Melon. You have an excellent eye for spotting healing herbs. I am very impressed. If you have any wish to cleanse the area of the horror that inhabits it, you should take the remainder of this draught. It has already proven its effects on dear Alagos, for I can feel his presence returning. Soon he will be awake. Drink it, and it will dispel the effects of that evil water. You may use the time it buys you to drive off whatever menace lurks there. Something saps that water, turning it into poison. Perhaps you can drive fear into whatever creature would have such a terrible effect on a place. Okay, so we will drink the water. The effects of the water should not hinder you now. Oh my god, we'll need to defeat 15 lights, okay. Let us go. Just 2 more to go. Okay, we need to talk to Nestowen, but first, let us bring the mallorn sapling to Enedhel. Another cat, really? Come on, face me if you dare. Perfect. You have returned. I am glad. Let me see what Menacil has given us.
Stay a moment.
Here, Melon. Take the seedling back and keep it safe. Do not let any harm it. Menacil chose a promising young mallorn, and I am very pleased to offer this to the huorns. Good fortune upon this venture, Beriathan. I hope all goes well this time. Yeah, I hope too. Help you, but if you insist on fighting me, there's not much else I can do. Okay, we have promising bit of earth. We have planted the seedling. And now we just need to return to Enedhel. We need to write back though, because we are still on cooldown for the milestone. But once again, it's not that far. Just want to avoid some of these cats. Some of them, at least. You have done a great service to us. The lights that inhabited the pool were sapping the strength from all around them, growing more and more frail. I am very grateful for what you have done, Beriathan. It was a brave deed. Awesome, level 63. And 1 class trait point. And now we can talk to Enedhel. You have not been gone very long, Beriathan, but it sounds as though much has been accomplished. You have my thanks. I am glad Enedhel will have fulfilled his wish to be of aid to the pained creatures here. Okay. And it seems, yes, this was all there was to be done here in the Drownholt, so it was
if not for the Lord,
small detour, if you may call it that. There are no task forts at all in here. I'm not gonna keep any of these items. Okay. So, what else do we have to do here? We need to go to Emyn Lûm, but the epic will take us there. So we need to go to these 3 locations. I think we can take the road in here and go first to Taur Morvith. We don't need to actually travel back to the Haunted Inn, which is nice too. Just try to avoid this swamp cat and stick to the road. We'll be close now. Let us just avoid his works and that orc. Verdant Shrine. Okay. Erymbes.
I do not know if the southern way is the ideal road for the Hidden Guard.
There are a number of orc camps in Taur Morvith, Beriathan. I do not know if the southern way is the ideal road for the Hidden Guard to take to Dol Guldur. My friend Malledhrim headed south to investigate, but he has not returned. If you will travel south and scout a pair of orc forts there, you might find some sign of my friend. If the orc presence is so great as to cause him trouble, it is certainly too dangerous for the Hidden Guard to bring Mazak this way. It is to be hoped that Malledhrim is not in Cruel Lugu itself, but you should start your search there in case the worst has happened. Okay. Well, let us go and scout this orc camp. Gotta say, I am surprised at the lack of solar nodes in Mirkwood, but since there were so many in Moria and Lorien, I don't worry too much about it. I just noticed that. Maybe as we draw nearer to Dol Guldur we will find more. You make note of the orc presence at Cruel Lugu. And we'll need to find Malledhrim, which luckily not that far.
More orcs are coming up from the south. You must help me.
Beriathan, have you come from Cruel Lugu? I went to scout those orc camps, but more orcs came marching out of the east from Dol Guldur, and I could not rejoin Erymbes in the north. I have been resting to regain my power before attempting to make my way there. I am not yet at my full strength, and more orcs are coming up from the south. You must help me. Look to the south, a patrol of orcs returns to Cruel Lugu. Where are coming, my friend? Ready yourself. Where are they coming from? Okay, here. I believe we're fine now, my friend. Tell Erymbes I will return shortly. Okay, so it seems that was it, basically. Time to make our way back to Erymbes. It seems this is not the way for the Hidden Guard. But it's good to know.
This way is not safe. The hidden god must find another route.
Thank you for scouting the orc camps of Krulugu and for coming to the aid of Malledhrim, Beriathan. With what you have to say about the orc presence in Taur Morvith, it must be my recommendation to the Hidden Guard that the southern route to Dol Guldur is not safe. Bringing the orc Mazak this way would be ill-advised, indeed. They must find some other way to the fortress, a way that preserves the secrecy of their errand. Oh, what does that blade say? Right, now let us make our way to Ost Galadh in Emyn Lûm. There we will also find a lot more side quests for us to do. And there we can also find the Vault Keeper, the Crafting Hall. And that's good because we were almost in need of them. Here we are, Ost Galadh. But once again, first thing first, let us
How can I
take
be
the Stable
of
Master
service?
here. Let us also find a milestone here to Ost Galadh. Here we have Enedhel.
Is the road of the Malledhrim also that of the hidden god? Should it be?
You have come to Ost Galadh, Beriathan, where the Golden Host prepares for the next leg of its journey. Is the road of the Malledhrim also the road of the Hidden Guard? I do not know if it should be, but if it must, we shall learn at least what dangers lie along it. Travel east of Ost Galadh and keep your eyes open for enemies on the road. As the road climbs towards Menasgil, there are upright stones on one side of the path. Perhaps you can hide behind the stones and learn what the orc presence may be in Emyn Lûm. Okay, let us also take the opportunity to pick up some of the quests here in Ost Galadh.
Sweet lad Malone, will you stay a moment?
Good day to you, though the circumstances are dark ones. I have heard tale that you are a worthy and brave adventurer who has aided the Malledhrim in this deadly venture into Mirkwood. Though my cause is less worthy but no less deadly, I have need of your aid if you will help me. The silk of the giant spiders of Mirkwood is of surpassing quality and has myriad uses if it can be collected pristine and fresh. I have need of quite a bit of this silk, not the least to produce bandages for those wounded in these battles. I myself am well studied in the lore of runecraft, and I may have some writings here that are of interest to you to trade for your efforts. Yes, took. Okay.
Megavanen.
I'll fare my kin in the Darstocks. I am glad you have come. I was anxious for word from Athrandir. Now that we have established a line of communication, there will be but one more small burden lifted from my shoulders. There is much to be done between marches, as I am sure you can understand. Will you be staying with us for a while? Okay. Okay, this War Council does look interesting. We'll see what else they talk about in there in just a moment. For the time being,
Hail, friend, and well met.
we're gonna reforge this. And it's time for us to free up some more space for legendary weapons. So let me take a quick look here in the vault Let me see what legacies I already have
Megovanen.
and what legacies I can take from the weapons I have. So I have marked and diminished target debuff, that I will need conviction healing, fist gambit buff duration, and fist gambit evade rating. Okay.
Megovanen.
So we will deconstruct this sword in here. We'll take shorty of death damage. Yeah, let us take that one. We got all these relics, a rune, some shards, 40 of death, the scroll of renewal. Now, thinking here we're gonna take. Ah, these two are good gambits. Gonna take Defiant Challenge. Damage. Return. So here we have it. More runes. More scrolls. And on this javelin I'm gonna take this gambit evade rating. Okay.
How can I be of service?
Gonna take the runes. Very well. Now let us look for the barterers and get some more weapons, legendary items.
How may I be of service to you?
Here we have some crafting recipes. Not what I'm looking for right
Is there
now.
aught which you need?
That's the one. Warden. We're gonna take one sword and 2 javelins. What else do we have in here?
What do you need? How may I be of service to you?
Now, stepped apple essence recipe. Well, I need to be level 65, so there's not much use of it yet.
How may I be of service to you?
Some armor.
How may I be of service to you?
More extra items.
Greetings, friend. How may I be of help?
Awesome. Okay. Now, let's come really quick in here. Identify all
Greetings
these
to you.
items. Okay, and let us equip them all now. Mark this, this one, and this one. Alright, we're ready to continue questing now.
Will you lend me your ear?
Beriathan, when you next wander the ruins about Ost Galadh, please keep an eye for any old plaques or engravings that might remain. There must be some left, and my hope is to record their lore as we knew it in the days before we left this place to the wilds. This may mark my last chance to do so before we withdraw back to Lothlorien, and likely before I myself head into the far west. But my duties compel me to remain within the encampment, and I dare not venture forth against Fuergam's command. I beseech you, would you venture forth into the ruins and make record of any engravings you find within? They will be of great interest to me and my fellow scholars, and who knows when or if we might ever look upon them again.
Stay a moment.
Beriathan, a serious matter has come to my attention. Our scouts have examined the Tower of Menasgil. You can just make it out on the slopes to our east through the mist, and they have returned to me with tales of deadly spirits of shadow surrounding it, and a shadowy ward upon the door that prevented them from gaining access to the tower's interior. I do not yet know what transpires within that tower, but it reeks of the enemy's sorcery, and we dare not ignore such a threat so close to the path of our advance. Fuergam has tasked me with ensuring that the threat is dealt with, and so I turn to you for aid. To begin with, can you do battle with the spirits surrounding the tower and bring me some aspect of their being? They are almost certainly bound up with the ward upon the tower itself, and if I can divine its nature, then we may be able to break it.
Stay a moment.
Greetings, Beriathan. I fear that the next several days' duties are likely to be dangerous indeed. The might of the enemy is gathering on the heights above us around Dol Guldur, and if we are unable to break their forces swiftly, all of Lothlorien may be in danger. I am in charge of the defense of the main encampment here at Ost Galadh, a challenge made doubly difficult by the accursed fog that seems to shroud most of this forest. Even elven eyes cannot see far through these cloaking mists, which are likely some contrivance of the enemy against us. My guards have caught some hint of goblin activity in the forest east and north of here. However, no great force, but furtive spies most likely attempting to gauge our strength. I do not think it will be easy, but if you could hunt down a few of their number, then perhaps the remainder will fly back to Gadworth from whence they descended.
Will you lend me your ear?
By now, I am sure you have noticed how difficult it can be to see through the fog that lies constantly upon Mirkwood. I have little doubt that this is some contrivance of the enemy, for even torches and bonfires seem to flicker weakly through these accursed mists. We have an idea, however. One of my guards noticed last evening that the flickering lights of those overgrown fireflies can be seen from some considerable distance, even through the fog. Some quality of their light cuts through the mists and makes them visible. So, for the purpose of having some reliable light with which to observe our perimeter and to signal with, I would ask you to go collect some of the glands from the fireflies. Do be careful though. If they are damaged at all, the light fades quite rapidly and it's of little use.
Stay a moment.
While there do not appear to be orcs in the ruins surrounding us, the presence of so many Crevine disturbs me. The enemy has been known in the past to use them as spies, and while my sentinels will shoot any from the sky that dare come too close, it will be difficult to hide any of our movements from them. Perhaps you might enjoy a relaxing hunt. I need their numbers thinned considerably to teach them to fear for their lives should they continue to haunt those ruins.
Mind my words, traveler.
Welcome to Ost Galadh, Beriathan. Once, long ago, it was an outpost of our kind, when this forest was still called Greenwood the Great. But that time is long past, and the power of Dol Guldur is great here now. While our forces have taken and secured this courtyard as a base to strike at Dol Guldur, we have neither the time nor forces to explore and secure the surrounding tangle of ruins and forests. In this, I am hoping that you can aid us. If you can take the time to quickly scout the more extensive ruins immediately to our south, and report back on what you find there, it would be most helpful. What we can see from here suggests that it is mostly inhabited by wild beasts, but even they must be assumed to be servants of the enemy in a place like this, so foray with care. Alrighty then. Plenty of things for us to do here in Emyn Lûm. Let us start some of these tasks that we have. There seems to be a quest inside a crafting hole. Let me go and check really quick. So yeah, this is the crafting hole of Ost Galadh. Oh, I think I remember now. Okay, it's just this weird crafting quest that is repeated for us. Another hobbit, okay. Kinda weird. But anyway. Let us go back outside. Okay. We need to defeat Crevine. And fireflies too. It's an ancient Sylvan record. 1 out of 8. So we'll need to look around all these ruins for more of them, it seems. Here's another one. Yeah, this doesn't seem so bad. So let us continue exploring more ruins. We have explored the southern ruins. Okay. Southeast and southwest. Another one. You notice something unusual nearby. Odd footprints. You have found an unusual set of footprints in the mud. Red Fang, okay, a rare lead. Let us try and give him a run for his money too. Oh, we're putting up the fight. In fact, he's going down. Oh, yes. Oh, that felt good. Ancient Sylvan record. I think this is the last one that we need. Yep. Now we just need to find the southeast ruins. But yeah, defeating Red Fang felt good. Alright. Are there the southeastern ruins? Or where are those ruins exactly? Because I think they should be these ones. Are they not? Okay. We at least got a couple of plants from the fireflies. It. Okay, so the southeastern ruins are here. But what do you want me to scout exactly? Now that I remember, let me switch back here my virtues really quick. Now that we have hit level 62, we have unlocked rank 31. So let's start advancing the core virtues. Again, you have explored the southeast ruins. Nothing much, nothing else to see here. Let's lock these. Remove all. Oh god. Goblin spies. Word of Shadow. Ah, that's basically it. And the epic. Out in Emyn Lûm. Well, if we're fast, we might be able to do these quests as well. I thought we might have not been able to do so. Keep an eye open for goblin spies. They should be here, but they are obviously hard to find. Here's one. In stealth. Oh, come on. Yeah, here. That's one. Just gotta keep looking. This is one of those cases in which a hunter is really helpful. That they can track the enemies. I help you with that. Yeah, otherwise you just need to keep running around until you get lucky. That's spy number 2. Oh, and here's the third one, thank God. Awesome. Now we're just missing one more. Ah, there he is! Cool! That's great. Now we can remove this one too. We can make our way to Mina's Guild. We'll need to hide behind the stones and see what we find. Okay, so here we have the first one. Let us hide behind it. Keep your eyes peeled, or I'll have something to tell the blade about you. Okay. We have the second stone. More scouting orcs coming this way. A fox on this hill. How long do we need to keep this watch, boss? Doing that, please use the cat. And the third stone should be somewhere around here. I want to fight you. Okay, I see it now. I could do with some grab. How many of us really need to watch this road anyway? Well, now that we're here in Mina's Guild, we can pick up the obsidian gems. Didn't drop? Okay. What? How did you do that? Why is this not dropping? Finally, one of them. Do we need to, like, enter Mina's Guild? Alright, that's gem number 2. Three. Hopefully this one will be number 5. Awesome. So now we can go back to Ost Galadh. Yeah, let us take the milestone. We are hard pressed for time, I believe. And yeah, let us turn in all these quests. Let us begin with the epic.
What is safe for the Golden Host is not safe for the errand of the Hidden Guard.
I see, Beriathan. It would appear that the orcs are indeed watching the road through Emyn Lûm very closely. What is safe for the Golden Host, then, is not safe for the errand of the Hidden Guard. I cannot recommend this way to Cuchulainn. The Hidden Guard must find another way to Dol Guldur, a secret way. Passage through Emyn Lûm is too closely watched. Alright, got it.
What do you need?
So, you caught a few of the vile creatures at their work, did you? That should teach them not to dare our territory lightly. There is much more to be done, however, if this camp is to be made secure for our advance upon Dol Guldur.
Megovanen.
Ah, you managed to collect a handful of the clans intact. Good. I am not certain how long their light will last, but in the meantime my guards can make use of them to provide a bit of light to cut through this strangling mist.
Will you lend me your ear?
Okay, no, it seems this is a timed mission, so I'm not gonna take this one right now.
Megovanen.
Ah, so I was right. There were some remaining records of the old settlement. I have no time to pore over this now, or Forgam will be cross with me, but I thank you for your efforts. Forgam himself once lived here in Ost Galadh before it was left to the forest. Alas, the memories of those who left this place seem dark and difficult, and I have yet to find one who will speak at any length of it, and so these words of stone provide my only window to the past of this place. One day I will catch Forgam in a more talkative mood and obtain the whole story, but he is oft reticent, and it might be another age before I pull it out of him. That is assuming, of course, that any of us do not find ourselves in Valinor prematurely.
Megovanen.
Such odd gems. They seem almost unreal and weightless, as if they were formed of smoke or mist made solid. This is enough, though. The nature of these gems tell me that the word upon the door is not physical thing at all, or even true magic. It is a glamour woven of shadow, no more. Now that you know its nature, you will find that it has no power over you, and it will unravel at your approach, as do so many of the enemy's lies, once they are laid bare to the light.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
So Beriathan, the Tower of Menasgil now lays open to us. I should tell you something of its nature before you enter therein. Menasgil was once an observatory built by the Elves of Ost Galadh, my king of old. We used it to study the stars in their myriad dance across the sky. We gathered much knowledge of the heavens there long ago, and some relics may remain from among the mechanisms and arts that we employed in those studies. Once you gain access to the tower's interior, see if you can gather any such relics. It is likely that the enemy has turned them to their own uses or destroyed them altogether, but if you can recover any, I would be very interested to see them.
Will you lend me your ear?
There is no other way, Beriathan. While it pains me more than anything to order it so, any elven relics remaining within Menasgil must be destroyed, and quickly. Their purpose has been corrupted beyond recovery, and the powers they now shape at the hands of the enemy are too dangerous to be left unchecked. Return to Menasgil and destroy these artifacts wherever you find them within, so that they are of no further use to our enemies. In the meantime, I shall attempt to divine who or what has brought about this evil deed, so that we may have our vengeance upon them for this grievous loss. Let us reforge really quick before turning those two quests.
Greetings to you.
Not getting any good legacies, I believe. Come on. Anyway.
How can I be of service?
Good work, Beriathan. There is no way we will dispatch all of them, but if enough fall to our arrows, then the rest will be forced to keep their distance, and their value as spies to the enemy will be greatly reduced.
What do you need?
So, the ruins are overrun with cruel and evil beasts, but little sign of goblins or orcs. Good. These solitary footprints you mentioned, though, those are of considerable interest to me. When Lord Celeborn dispatched me across the Anduin, he bade me keep watch for a strange creature he named Gollum. More than once he was nearly captured on the outskirts of Lothlorien but he slipped away each time. Celeborn suspected he may have crossed the river to avoid capture, and it appears he was right. My sentinels claimed to have spotted a strange creature in the wild a few days ago. They thought it a goblin, but were unable to capture it before it fled into the twisting ways of the Citadels. Your discovery tells me that our mysterious interloper was likely this golem creature. Would that we had laid hands upon him then.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Sorry news, I am afraid. One of my kin was slain in the forests just west of here, by wolves no less. Though we have encountered many works trained as curs of the enemy since we entered Mirkwood, we had thought the common wolf would stay at bay from our forces. It seems we were wrong, and there are those among them that would stalk us our scouts should they travel alone. Those of us who have learned to guttural speech of their kind have made out the name Sharpfang among their wild howls. It seems this leader claimed the kill, and I would see the beast put down as a lesson to the others that they dare not obstruct the Malledhrim. They have been seen to gather some evenings by a stone circle to the west of the wild ruins called Creek Bidukuni by the woodmen who dwell in Mirkwood. You may be able to find their leader there and deal with him.
Will you lend me your ear?
The battle has been joined upon the slope above us, Beriathan. Fierce Rodalet leads the Malledhrim in battle against the orcs encamped in Gatpurs, and strives to lay siege to the tower itself. Ultimately, she has not the elves to defeat the walls of Dol Guldur, but with the aid of valiant warriors such as yourself, she may inflict grievous harm upon their forces. Once you have completed your tasks here, you should join her forces above. Yeah, I will be sure to do so. This timed quest.
Mind my words, traveler.
To the Darstock, so does that mean that we'll need to go back to the Haunted Inn to deliver this message? Seems that way. So well, join me next episode where we will continue scouting the Citadels and Emyn Lûm to see, well, to continue fighting the enemy, basically. For the time being, this has been this episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Stay safe, my friends. Take care. Good luck to you all, and I will see you later.